This is Phoenix, and I'd like to talk about a book that I'm going to be coming out with very soon, near the end of this month in May of 2016. The book that is going to be coming your way is called In the Garden of Evil. This has been described by some of my friends as a tome, um, and certainly that is an apt expression. It clocks out at almost 800 pages. And part of the reason for that is because I wanted to write what I call a novel or story in the epic genre. And so the epic, when I think of the epic, I think of stories like Lord of the Rings, for instance. Definitely like these really large, complex, sprawling books and texts. And In the Garden of Evil is one such story. I'm going to briefly describe the plot, and then I'll talk a little bit about what inspired the book. But essentially, I start off by saying the world has descended into madness, chaos, corruption, and evil. What has once been a paradise has warped and distorted into an unfathomable garden of evil. It is a world where man has fallen so far that only corruption can save him. Now, the book is split up into three books, and the Garden of Evil is split up into three books. The first book is called Dissension. The second book is called Godsend, and the third book is called The Last Days of Free Will. Very briefly, the first part deals with Adam's corruption. So Adam gets paired with a devil, and the devil's name is Ringer, and the devil is bent on corrupting Adam, and it's basically about Adam's struggle to not corrupt, to stay as good as he can, but running into difficulties with that. The second book is much darker, even darker than the first part, and there's a series of twists and turns which I won't go into, but it basically reveals how evil and corrupted the Garden of Evil is, and how corrupted things have become. And then the third part deals with free will as I conceive it and understand it, and free will as this universe in the Garden of Evil understands free will. Free will becomes a very important concept and entity in very, very powerful ways. Now, you might be wondering what inspired this. I was definitely thinking of the story of um, uh, the Garden of Eden, and which is definitely what the title plays off on, and definitely thinking about good and evil. And I was thinking about Adam and thinking about what if Adam, who's one of the main characters, if Adam was this really innocent person who slowly gets corrupted by undeniable influences. And I started thinking about that, and then I brought in other characters such as Eve, a modern day Eve, a modern day Cain and Abel, and but trust me, the story does not even closely resemble the biblical story, though it's certainly inspired, and it definitely harkens back to that story in the Bible. But it's very, very intense, the way in which all of these characters are battling with their internal demons, with their inner demons, as well as the literal demons and devils that are surrounding them. I wrote this book because I wanted to think about what is good and evil. I think that good and evil is a hard concept to think about. Hence, one of the reasons why this is such a sprawling epic is because I wanted that emphasis on good and evil, and a cosmic battleground to be able to deal with these issues. And basically, I'll leave you on this note. Basically, one of the biggest questions that I asked in this book is, what if evil isn't exactly what we think it is? What if evil is in fact this transcendental concept that we don't understand? And more importantly, what if evil could actually be something good? Now, I don't want to say that what I'm doing is denying evil. I don't want to say that evil doesn't actually exist. But what if the stakes became so harsh in a world that you had no choice but to commit evil acts? This is the question that In the Garden of Evil asks, using Adam and various characters throughout the book. And I hope that you enjoy it. Again, it will be out soon, near the end of this month in May 2016. I'm very proud of it, and I hope that there's a lot that you can find valuable about this book, so keep a lookout, and I will certainly keep you posted. I hope you enjoyed this talk, and again, keep a lookout. This is Phoenix, and thanks.